Hello everyone, Ethersong here, and Baldur's Gate 3 is only a day away. Have you decided what you're going to play first? I'm still undecided, or rather, I'm undecided on a class. For a race, I'm planning to play Seldarine Drow. Drow are traditionally viewed as a cruel race who worship a merciless and evil spider god called Lolth. But Seldarine Drow break this preconception. They are Drow who escaped Lolth's Drow society. As such, I believe this race will lead to many interesting interactions throughout the game. On the surface, people will be surprised to see a good Drow. In Underdark, I will get to confront the Lolth Drow. I think all this reactivity with this race will be a lot of fun. When creating a character like this, I also like to add a little role-playing backstory to it. For my Seldarine Drow, I envision her as a character who grew up among a small village of surface Drow following the goddess Paralysis. But she lived a secluded life and decided to leave on a journey to see the world. However, on her travels, she unfortunately encountered the Mind Flayers and got wrapped up into the main plot of the game. But beyond my character's background and race, I'm still mulling over what I want to play for my first class. There are so many interesting choices. The more I look into various classes and builds, the more difficult it is to make a decision. I don't think I could really go wrong with any class, but even so, I need to choose one to start. So I have narrowed it down to 5 main classes I am interested in. I'll start with my top 2 choices and then talk about some other classes I would love to try as well. To begin, my current number 1 candidate is the Circle of Spores Druid. This is a subclass of the Druid and was not present in early access. However, I looked into what information I could find about the class from the D&D rules and it drew me in instantly. As we know, Druids have a strong focus on nature and the cycle of life. Well, this class focuses on the end of that cycle, death. It adds a unique necromancer twist to the Druid. By using deadly spores, it is able to damage enemies and even reanimate the dead to fight as skeletons and zombies. Awesome. I think it would be a great mix with the Drow class thematically as well. Beyond that, I think the Druid is also a great class choice because of how versatile it is. Damage, support, control, it can do a little bit of everything. In addition, it is also able to talk with animals, which I'm sure we will see a lot of. That is something I don't want to miss. Moving on, the second class I'm currently considering is a Draconic Sorcerer. From a role-playing perspective, I think the idea of having a Draconic ancestor is really neat, and I love how the character gains a unique look with the scales on their skin. As a class, sorcerers look to be very strong. I think they may actually be the strongest class in the game because of their ability to use twinned haste on 2 characters. Haste allows a character to take an additional action each turn, and placing that on 2 characters is incredibly powerful, perhaps even game-breakingly so. Another positive about the sorcerer is that they are a charismatic caster. This means that they will serve as an excellent face to the party and will have a higher chance of persuading people you meet on your journey. The downside of a sorcerer is 1, having a limited set of spells, and 2, not being able to speak with animals. I'm sure there will be many other ways to gain the ability to speak with animals outside of spells throughout one's playthrough, but it could lead to some missed opportunities. Finally, the other 3 classes I am interested in playing include the Gloomstalker Ranger, the Way of the Shadow Monk, and finally a College of Lore Bard. To start, the Gloomstalker Ranger would fulfill my desire to play a sneaky Shadow Archer. This is an archetype many people enjoy, and I'm no different. I'm all for slinking through the shadows and assassinating targets at range with a massive burst of damage. However, fighting like a ninja as a Shadow Monk also seems equally entertaining. Depending on how monk weapons work, feels like there could be a number of different multi-classing opportunities for it as well. Finally, the Bard just seems like a fun support class. The College of Lore Bard allows me to insult my enemies and also gain a unique collection of spells. Outside of combat, being able to act as the face of the party is also great. Beyond that, gaining access to an instrument to perform with also seems very interesting. All in all, there are so many unique and intriguing class choices for this game. I imagine there will always be something new I'm looking to try. I'm sure I'll be playing through this game for a long time to come. Speaking of playing through this game, I'm also planning to do a Let's Play of the game on this channel. I can't wait to share my playthrough with everyone. You can see my final choice of character's class then. What race and class are you currently looking to play first? Do you also give your characters a background story? Let me know in the comments. I hope everyone has a great time playing Baldur's Gate 3 at release. Until next time, later!